top 10 ill-educated people who changed humanity. Education is important. But sometimes, some people learn what they have to learn long before they are supposed to graduate. These people drop out and continue to learn in their own way. Some of them don't even have formal education at all. For a gifted and dedicated personality, not even lack of education is an impediment. Number 10. Mary Anning, the paleontologist who discovered dinosaurs. Remember that tongue-twisting rhyme, "She sells seashells by the seashore"? It is inspired by Mary Anning, who collected seashells, and then found dinosaur fossils. She tried to spread awareness about this discovery, but no one really acknowledged it. She is the reason dinosaurs were discovered. Number 9. Gregor Mendel, the man who discovered genetics. Mendel was a priest, not a scientist. But he figured out how genetics worked. He used to plant flowers in the monastery and experimented by breeding different colored ones to see the outcome. That's how he found out how genetics worked. But no one believed him because he didn't have a formal science degree. Number 8. John Glenn, legendary U.S. astronaut. Astronaut John Glenn could not finish his college education and went on to join the U.S. Navy and became a war hero. Then he became the first American to go into space. Number 7. John Rockefeller, the successful businessman. Rockefeller dropped out of school when he was 16 with the dreams of making $100,000 before he died. He went on to amass a personal fortune of over $200 million by the time he was 60. Number 6. Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Steve Irwin was educated only until high school. After that, everything he knew about wildlife and wild animals came from his parents and experience. Number 5. Srinivasan Ramanujan, one of the most talented mathematicians to ever exist. Srinivasan Ramanujan never had any formal education in mathematics. He was entirely self-taught in advanced mathematics because he derived most of the theorems himself. He discovered many new theorems, but most of them were dismissed because nobody believed that they could be done. But he did become one of the greatest mathematicians to ever live, and his genius is compared to Isaac Newton. Number 4. Michael Faraday, one of the greatest scientists of all time. Faraday was born dirt poor and had no formal education at all. But when he started working for a bookbinder, he read up on a lot of science from the books he bound. He even offered to become an assistant to various scientists, but they all refused. Then he took the matter into his own hands and discovered electromagnetism, invented the Bunsen burner, discovered benzene, and made the first electric motor and generator, becoming one of the most important scientists of all time. Number 3. David Bowie, the legendary musician. One of the most influential musicians to have ever lived. He never had an in-depth musical education. He only took beginner's lessons in saxophone. That's it. Number 2. Jane Goodall, the groundbreaking primatologist. There was a time when we thought that only humans were capable of thought and self-awareness. Jane Goodall observed chimps and found out that even apes use tools. The whopper is that Jane didn't have any formal science education. She just went on the field and made friends with the chimps, studying them deeply. Number 1. Wright Brothers, the inventors of the first airplane. Both the Wright brothers didn't graduate high school. But when you want to fly for real, you go ahead and do it anyway. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment.